Well, good evening. We are back. Sorry about that. We had an issue with the stream over at YouTube. Bangladesh couldn't quite make it to the 165 that I was hoping, but all out for 140 from their 20 overs. Let's get the chat up and going. Hopefully YouTube are happy with this. We did have some rain at the end of the innings, but it looks like that's behind us now. The ground staff are doing a great job, so we've not really missed much, to be honest. Australia will be looking now for 141 to win. We did miss a hat-trick in that towards the end of that Bangladeshi innings from Pat Cummins. Just a quick intro again. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live first. Quick shout out to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount on all online orders. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and ping that notifications bell. Keep abreast of what we've got coming up. For some reason, Amazon was upset with us there. I can only assume that they don't like one of the gifts that we had playing. Like that affects Amazon. There's absolutely no live content on the stream apart from myself talking. And obviously the score, so a case of the big guys having a go at the little guy. Where we can support us in this stream, that'd be ideal. Stick it to the man, as they say. Still not massively certain what the issue was, but obviously was something. Hopefully we'll get underway shortly. Players are out on the pitch now. We're just 5 minutes away from the start of the Australian innings. To be honest, I think the Bangladeshi bowlers are going to be up against it. I think they could have been 25, 30, maybe even 40 runs short. But didn't get off to a good start. Losing a wicket with the third ball of their innings. Kind of got steadied. And then they kind of built into it, but just lost the wickets at the wrong time when they were looking to start the acceleration of the innings towards the end. And yeah, I've got a feeling. I thought they might be able to get close to 165, but sadly not to be. 140 was the best that they could do. Although batting against this Australian bowling attack, it's not easy, is it? It's not easy. We'll be looking to put in a good performance here, will Australia, because of looking at that, we'll need to get, first and foremost, the 2 points. That's what they'll be wanting, but then they'll want that run rate as high as possible. Try and get up above India, who played earlier on today. Don't do spoilers on this channel, but it's getting harder to do as this tournament's coming to an end because it's the previous games are affecting the current game. So we won't mention that, but hopefully you've seen the games already, because if you're watching it on TV now, all the details of the earlier game between India and Afghanistan are up on the screen. So if you don't want to know what happened, don't look at your TV now. We won't mention that. We'll move on. Just a couple of minutes, and then hopefully we can get underway and get some cricket played. Looked like it was only a shower. So the outfield doesn't look too wet at all. Wicket's looking fine. And then we'll see what the Bangladeshi bowlers can do when they set about the Australian batsmen. Don't forget to use the chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Come and say hello. Still not 100% sure what Amazon have got an issue with the previous stream. It can't be over a GIF, surely. A GIF montage. Not exactly live content, is it? So not sure what the issue is. No doubt we'll find later on in the day. I'll have to get hold of YouTube and see what the problem is. Okay. Get everything lined up. If you are joining us now, thank you very much. Please say hello in the chat. The batsmen are ready to come out now. Warner, he's looking focused. Just before the second half, right? I think I'll have strikes. That's because I've just been looking at YouTube threatening me with a copyright strike. Finger off a Twix. The umpires are on the way out now. Just have a look, see if Still no more details off YouTube. Right, let's move on. A bit of nourishment. Australian batsmen, they're getting ready to start the chase of the target of 141 required. Going to be Warner on strike. That'll leave Travis Head at the non-striker's end. Looks like the rain has moved away now, so hopefully we'll be uninterrupted until the end. I've been Mahedi Hassan to open the bowling. Let's play ball. That's just pushed into the offside by Warner. Dot ball. Starting off with spin with Mahedi. Right-handed bowler, left-handed batsman straight away. Warner goes with a reverse sweep. That'll be forward off the second delivery. Warner moves on to forward. No building into the innings here for the Australian opening batsman. Reverse sweep. Didn't middle it. Went quite high, but nobody down at fine leg's going to stop that. Forward for none. Warner moves on to forward from just 2 deliveries. Got a look at Mahedi with the first ball. Second ball, reverse sweep. That's confidence for you. Mahedi in again. This one's punched to mid-on. Quick single. Shy at the stumps, but the batsman's home. Australia move on to 5 for none. Head to take strike now for his first delivery. Let's see what he makes of Mahedi. Doesn't look like that show has affected the outfield or the wicket, to be honest. It was only a brief one. He got the covers on pretty quick, did the groundsman, so a good job done there. Mahedi comes in, 4th ball of his over. Oh, big inside edge there from Head, misses the wickets. And short fine leg will field that. That'll be a dot ball. Big inside edge there though from Head. Didn't look. He was trying to push that through the offside. Didn't time that well though. Looking for some spin that didn't arrive. This time he does push it to cover. Dot ball. Five for none, Australia. This time Head moves to leg side, looking to give himself some room. But Mahedi follows him. He just pushes it to mid-on. That'll be a dot ball. 5 for none at the end of the first over for Australia. Good start from Mahedi. If his luck had been in, he would have had a wicket with a played on from the inside edge from Head, but it wasn't to be. But a good start there from Bangladesh. Looks ominous though with Warner reverse sweeping off his second delivery faced. That's showing a little bit of confidence there, isn't it? Some would say confidence, some would say arrogance. Tomato. It's going to be Tanzim to bowl his first over. It'll be Warner on strike. So we'll see what kind of Warner takes with Tanzim bowling. Tries to crash this through point. That was, I'm not sure if that's a drop catch or a good stop. A single from it and it'll be head on strike, but that flew to the man at point. Let's have a look. Did it carry? It did carry. Oh, it just dipped at the end. We might have been able to get his fingers under it, but either way, it went through the fielder. And just a single. Tanzim runs in again, head on strike. Tries to cut this one. Tightened him up a little bit there. Pushes it to backward point in the end. That'll be another dot ball. But Head, he almost got an inside edge on that one as well. So he just needs to be a little bit careful, does Travis Head. He's already had one lucky escape with an inside edge that missed his stumps. This time Tanzim bowls, gives him a bit of width outside off stump. He crashes this through the offside. Doesn't time it very well though, and he'll just get 2 there. If he had a time that one, Head, that would have raced to the boundary for 4. That's for sure. Tanzim runs in, head on strike. This time he looks to hoik it over the leg side. Lands just to the right of the fielder at deep mid wicket. They'll get a couple there. Didn't time that one again. But so Australia move on to 10 for none. Still 2 balls left of this second over. As that ball came down, it almost died as soon as it hit the outfield. Tanzim runs in, head on strike, this time wide outside the off stump. Swing and a miss from Head, straight through to the keeper. No bat involved. Australia will be looking to make use of this power play. Get off to a good start. 1 ball left of the second over. This one's cut through backward point by Head. Timed that well enough for sure. That races away for 4 to the boundary. 14 for none. End of the second over. Head moves on to 8 from 8. Warner, who will be on strike for the start of the third over, he's on 6 from 4. Put this just to the right of Fridor, who was at point, and that race to the boundary, that was timed well by Travis Head. 9 off the over. Mahedi. That's his second over. Warner on strike. Flat bats this through cover, but straight at the fielder. That'll be a dot ball. Australia stay on 14 for none. Mahedi in again. This time Warner sweeps to the leg side. Middles that. Flies over the boundary for 6. Nobody at deep mid-wicket. And that ball flies. And this one's flat batted through the covers, apart from the fielders in the way. That'll be a dot ball. This one's pushed through mid, off again. That'll be a single. Australia move on to 21 for none. Warner's on 13 from 8 deliveries now. 2 balls left of this third over. It'll be Travis Head to take strike. Mahedi runs in. Right-hand bowler, left-handed batsman. Oh my word. Head moves to leg side. Mahedi follows him. Travis Head looks to crash that through the covers, gets an edge onto his own pad, and it just misses the stumps. Played it onto his pad, actually trying to put it onto the leg side. Plays it into his pad, and it agonisingly, the bowler Mehdi rolls past Travis Head's stumps. Similar shot again. This time he goes through the covers. That's fielded by Bangladesh, and that will be a dot ball. That's a couple of times now that Head's been lucky, almost playing onto his own stumps. But he lives to fight another day. Australia 21 for none, 3 overs gone. Target 141. Going to be Taskin coming on to bowl. Just practicing his run up there. And it'll be Warner to take strike. Currently on 13 from 8 deliveries, Warner. Taskin runs in. Just a lazy push to the offside there from Warner. Dot ball. .86 miles an hour that ball came in at. So if Warner wants to get Taskin away, he's going to have to generate the pace himself. Taskin starts his run up again. Warner's on strike. This one's pitched a little bit short. Then it's just pulled really straight though, through mid-on. Races to the boundary for Fuller. Australia move on to 25 for none. And that was a lovely shot there from Warner. Timed it well. It was like a short arm punch, really. Just timed well. It was past the fielder who couldn't stop it despite the dive. Warner moves on to 17 from 10 deliveries. 25 for non-Australia. 2 balls gone of the 4th over. Taskin runs in. This one stays a little bit low on Warner, but he chops his bat down. Just goes just slightly square of square leg for a single. Australia move on to 26 for none. It'll be head to take strike. 3 balls left of this Taskin over. Taskin runs in. Head stands and delivers and just crashes this through mid-off straight to the boundary. Timed that well. He hit it on the up, but he was right behind it, and it absolutely flew to the boundary. I mean, it was literally a metre to the right of the fielder at mid-off. No chance of stopping that, and as soon as it goes past you, it's heading towards that boundary at a rate of knots. 30 for none now, Australia. Head moves on to 12. He's faced 11 deliveries. Taskin runs in. 2 balls left of this 4th over. This one bowled into the hip of Head. He tries to turn it around the leg side as he spins, but can't get any bat on it. That's a dot ball. Still just over 2 hours of the power play for the Bangladeshi bowlers to contend with. There's a big gap on the leg side. And Head find the gap. Taskin runs in. Final ball of his over. Comes around the wicket there to Head. Well, he didn't look for the gap because he's just gone over the top of everybody, over deep mid-wicket, and he's crashed that. I don't know how far it's gone, but it's gone a long way. We'll find out in a second. 4 overs gone, 36 for none, Bangladesh. Oh, we timed that well, did Travis Head. Hopefully we'll see how far that actually went when we get the stats up from the TV. But it went a long, long way. When you time a ball and hit it like that, it's not about finding a gap in the field, is it? You're just going over everybody. It sounded like Head got a good contact with it as well. Both he and Warner are on 18 now. Four overs gone. Australia 36 for none. Looks like we're going to get a replacement ball. That one's been hit so hard from Travis Head. I think he's demolished the ball. He's 18 from 13 deliveries. Warner's on 18 from 11. Going to be Warner on strike at the start of this 5th over. And it'll be Mustafiza to bowl it. Target of 141 for Australia. The umpires are just trying to choose a suitable ball. That one kept going. I've not seen the distance yet, but Must be over 80 metres, that, surely. Bangladesh are trying to sort the field out while the umpires change the ball. Later on today, we've got England coming up against South Africa. That should be a good contest. Mustafiza runs in. This is pushed through the offside by Warner. Straight to the fielder with a little misfield. Didn't make any difference though, just an easy single. Australia move on to 37 for none. Mustafiza starts the run up, second ball. Head on strike. This one's flicked onto the leg side in the air, but no fielder there. Quite safe, that'll just be an easy single. 38 for none now. Two singles off the first two deliveries. Mustafiza in again. This one's just pushed onto leg side. That'd be a quick single again. Australia 39 for none now. Warner moves on to 20. It'll be Travis Head. He's on 19. Almost mirroring each other's innings here, the opening batsman for Australia. 20 and 19 respectively, from 13 and 14 balls respectively. Mustafiza runs in, head on strike. Head was trying to give himself a little bit of room there. Mustafiza followed him and got a little bit of bounce off the wicket. So Head just pushes that one back to mid-on. That'll be a dot ball, well bowled there from Mustafiza. Tied Head up a little bit. Got on him a little bit quicker than he thought as well. Australia stay on 39 for none. 2 balls left of this 5th over. Mustafiza runs in. Pitches it up. Slower delivery. However, Head picked that up early and he's crashed it back over the bowler's head. That's flown for 6. And it did fly. Almost tried to bowl it at the back of his hand. But Head read that early. And boom. Like he was aiming at the sign saying Sir Curtly Ambrose stand. .45 for non-Australia. 1 ball left of the 5th over. Head moves on to 25 now from 16. Mustafiza runs in, pitches this one short. Head moves to the leg side, then chips this one. Deep backward point. 3rd man kind of in between that region. Races to the boundary though for 4. No fielder in sight. End of the 5th over. 49 for none. Australia. I mean, if they unleash, this could be pretty much done and dusted within 10 overs. I'm sure Australia would be happy with that as well. That'd put the strike rate right up there. You know, the run rate. Just depends what Warner and Head decide to do here. Do they try and make a statement? Or do they just play it nice and steady, keep going along? Young chap there, enjoying the mechanical bull. He's doing well to hang on, that's for sure. Mehdi stops his run up there. That's a dead ball. Not sure what the issue was. Maybe the ball was slipping out of his hands. Warner on strike. Mehdi runs in. This one's flat batted and swept to the leg side. Just be a single. Found the fielder at deep square. Didn't have to move left or right. Perfect positioning by the fielder. Australia, that's 50 up though from 5 overs and 1 delivery. Going to be Head on strike now. Left-handed batsman. Right-handed bowler. Gives himself room. Tries to hoik it over leg side. Just gets a leg by there though. That'll be a single added to the total. 51 for non-Australia. That was a proper T20 hoik. Foot down the wicket. Pad on the floor. And that heaving sweep shot. If you catch it, it goes for 6. You miss it, you've got a little bit of a risk of LBW. That's a good ball from Mehdi. Just a forward defensive shot from Warner. Not looking to take too many liberties. They don't need to, do they really? But they will want that run rate. They'll want that up there. Mehdi runs in. Warner on strike. This time just clips it off his pads into the leg side. That'll be an easy single. Australia will move on to 52 for none. Two balls left in this 6th over. Mehdi in. Head gives himself some room. Flat bats it to mid-on. That'll just be a single. .53 from almost 6 overs. Power play will be ending in 1 ball's time. Warner on strike. Mehdi runs in. Pulled a little bit shorter. This time it's pulled over deep mid-wicket for 6. 59 for none. 6 overs completed. Warner on 28 from 17. Heads on 30. Lovely shot there. Middled, timed. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just let the bat do the work. That's the end. That's the end of the power play anyway, so it'll be a little bit easier now for Bangladesh. But to be honest, the way the batsmen are hitting the ball, place the fielders where you want. If it's going over the heads and over for 6, they're not affecting the game, are they? 10 runs from that last over. It's going to be Rishad to come into the attack. .82 more to win from 84 balls. I get the impression this won't go much further than sort of 13 overs, would you say? Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. I'm going with it being done within 13. Rishad runs in, heads on strike. Doesn't time that, but he'll get a single. Goes down to mid-off. Head moves on to 31 from 20. Warner coming in now, 28 from 17. Just hope the rain stays away. Richard runs in, reverse sweep by Warner. A little bit of risk there because there's a couple of fielders, but that race is away for 4. 60 for none now. I've got a feeling they're going to call the covers on. Yeah, the rain. I thought I saw it coming down, and then the other TV shot, it looked like it was all right, but no, the rain's definitely coming down now, and the covers are on. Maybe explains why there was a little bit of urgency from the Australian batsman from the off. Remember, second ball of the innings, Warner was reverse sweeping. And in contrast, the third ball of the Bangladeshi innings, they were losing a wicket. That knocking the stumps out of the ground. Hopefully it's just a shower. Officially play interrupted due to rain. Australia on 64 for none. So there's one thing for sure. If this game gets Duckworth-Lewis, I think Australia win on that, that's for sure. But they won't want to win by that method. They'll want to polish off this 140, this 141 that they need. They'll want to do that as quick as possible, get the run rate up. Still not sure what Amazon's issue was with the stream before. They've not actually told me. Let's have a look. No more information currently. Like the rain might be abating a little bit, so are the covers coming off? Yeah, it looks like the covers are coming back off. Shout out to our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount off on all online orders. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, click that notifications bell, and give us a thumbs up. The algorithm loves that at YouTube, and it's obviously in full flow tonight. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we can start getting our own content anyway, and that can't have any issues with copyrights or anything like that. Yeah, the covers have come off now. It looks like it stopped raining, so it was just a passing shower. Should be underway pretty quickly from now. From what I've seen so far in this Australian innings, I can't see them struggling to get this 141 they need, that's for sure. Some good bowling at the end as well from Zampa. He finished with 2 for 24. Yeah, I'm going with, I think Australia will probably see these 141 off in, let's say, 13 overs. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you're thinking. I'm going Australia win in 13 overs here. I think with these showers around, I don't think they're going to hang around. Just get the feeling once they get back on now, you can see a full repertoire of T20 shots coming. Don't want to talk about the earlier match between India and Afghanistan in case anyone's not seen it. Try and do as few spoilers here on Catch It Live first as is possible. Just pulling the rope round in the outfield there, trying to take any moisture off the top. I think we should be underway pretty quickly from here. Let us know what time it is where you are. Currently in the UK, it's 4:15 in the morning. England topping the group currently. They play South Africa today. 3:30 start, GMT. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The covers are coming back on as the rain starts coming down again. Oh, frustrating weather. It just looked like things were getting ready to be getting back underway. They've covered the wicket pretty quickly there, though. Difficult to tell when the rain stops and when it starts. Certain camera angles, it looks like it's stopped, and then you look at the floodlights, you can see the rain coming down. The umpire stood in the middle with his umbrella up. But then we're looking there. The big cover's coming back on now. Not a good sign at all. It's a big old cover that they bring on, isn't it? Fills the whole square. Hopefully no one falls and gets trapped underneath it, which we have seen before. That was rather amusing when that happens. What do Bangladesh do from here once play starts again? Is there anything they can do to stifle the Australian batsman? It's going to be difficult, isn't it? It's going to be difficult. I mean, do they attack? Do they put a slip in? Do they put a couple of slips in? Let's be honest, they're not going to be able to frustrate the Australian batsman, and the only way they win this is if they bowl Australia out. To do that, you're going to have to put some attacking fielding. Doesn't look like they're going to be starting any time soon now. It was looking really promising about 5 minutes ago. And then that rain started to come down again. Nothing happening at the minute. Rain stop play. Not a lot going on. Not a lot to talk about really at the minute. I'll say hello in the chat. We may as well talk amongst ourselves while there's no cricket on the go. This World Cup, T20, been plagued by bad weather. Umbrellas are still up in the crowd. Covers are still on. Young lady holding a sign up. It's a party in Antigua. It is frustrating when the weather interrupts the cricket. Throws all the timings out. Sad news earlier on about Donald Sutherland, the actor, dying, aged 88. A man's been hit by a roller coaster at a theme park and he's in critical condition. How do you get hit by a roller coaster? Gary Lineker's apparently upset Frank Lampard with a savage comment. Who cares? Just in case you don't know, the rain stopped play currently, so just having a little scroll through to see what news is hitting the headlines from around the world. An Arizona woman trapped in a Tesla after battery dies. Blimey, must be a slow news day. Hopefully this rain's going to pass quickly and we can get back to playing some cricket. If the Duckworth Lewis does come into it, that's definitely going to be helping Australia. Currently on 64. .64 for none from 6 overs, just over. And the run rate's 10.11 currently. That's a lot better than Bangladesh had. They were trying to repair their innings after a loss of a wicket on the third ball. Did anyone hear any news about what happened to King yesterday when he pulled his side for the West Indies? He went off retired, didn't he? Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but I've not heard anything. Still no more information from Amazon as to what the copyright issue was. All quiet in the chat. Come and say hello, let us know what you're thinking. Just waiting for the rain to abate so that we can get the covers off and hopefully get this match played to an end. Just watching some highlights here of what's already happened in the tournament. Quiet tonight in the chat, that's for sure. Just had an urgent break come on there when the highlights were on. So hopefully they're going to try and get some adverts in before we resume play live. Here we go. It looks like we've got some live play. The weather, the inclement weather, looks like it's passed over. Ground staff have done a great job. Let's play cricket. Back on. I think 13 overs. That'll see Australia over the winning line, I reckon. Let me know in chat what you're thinking. Big pile of sawdust there that the batsmen are walking past. No doubt there'll be plenty of that going down in the footholes where the bowlers land. Although in saying that, they did get the covers on pretty quick, so maybe not. Maybe not. A little change of this. Brighten this screen up a little bit. go. We're back up and running. The dot ball as Rishad comes into Warner. Comes in for the fourth ball of his over. This one just clipped through to the leg side. He's going to be fielding that himself as the bowler. Just a single. Australia move on to 65 for none. Shad comes in. Bamboozles Travis Head, who tries to hit it over, off, over, on, straight, cut. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. He did nothing in the end. And he's clean bowled by Rishad. He waited for that, then he thought about pushing it through the offside, then tried pulling it onto the leg side, missed the ball completely. His stumps go over. Australia 65 for 1. Travis Head goes for 31 from 21 deliveries. Bowled Rishad. Maybe the rain delays just upset the rhythm that the Australians were building up there. They're obviously looking to get this finished as quickly as they can with the rain that's about. A good reply there from Rishad. One ball left of this seventh over. There'll be Marsh to come in. Going to be the right-handed batsman. The captain. Rishad runs in. Just beats the outside edge on the offside into the keeper. Dot ball. End of the seventh over. 65 for 1. Warner on 33 from 20. Marsh still to get off the mark. Base one delivery. Who's going to bowl this eighth over? It's going to be Warner on strike, whoever it is. Rishad. 6 runs from his last over. Heady it is. His first ball's pushed into the offside for a dot ball. Comes in for his second delivery. Warner on the back foot, just pushes it back to the bowler. That's 2 dot balls. Good start here for Mahedi. Australia 65 for 1. Warner on strike. He's currently 33. Mahedi comes in. This one pushed through the covers. That'll just be a single. Comes in again. 4th ball of his over. Marsh on strike this time. Just pushes that straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. .75 needed from 74 balls. This time Marsh looks to give himself some room and cut it through the offside. Misses it though, straight through to the keeper's gloves. No bat involved, just a dot ball. Just lucky there, just missing the top of off stump. So close. Last ball of the over. Just pushes that back to the bowler. Bowler turned and shied at the stumps, hit the stumps directly, almost an overthrow there, but no damage done. 66 for 1. 8 overs gone. It'll be Warner on strike. He's currently on 34 from 23 deliveries. Marsh at the other end, still to get off the mark. He's faced 4. Just 1 run from that last over of Mahedi. The atmosphere begins again in the crowd. Going to be Rishad to come in for his second over. Bowls to Warner. That's just pushed back to the bowler. Dot ball. Just lost the rhythm since the rain delay of the Australians. 75 needed from 71 bowls now. This one's pitched up, clubbed through the leg side. Long gone, I'll field that. Just be a single. 67 for 1. Australia move on to. Rishad into Marsh, still to get off 0. Sweeps this one. Hind leg, that'll just be a single. Australia will move on to 68 for 1. It'll be Warner to take strike now. He's on 35 from 25 deliveries. Rishad runs in. Just push to mid on. Just be an easy single. 69 for 1. Marsh moves on to 36. Just the 3 singles from this Rishad over. Rishad into Marsh, sweeps this. Big appeal for LBW. That's got to be close, actually. Given. That's given. So Marsh out for 1. Probably going to appeal that, but I wouldn't bother. Yeah, he is going to appeal that. So this is under review. It looked pretty plumb, to be honest. It'll be umpire's call with ball tracking. There's no bat involved there. No bat, no glove. Marsh looks a little bit pensive. Yeah, no bat involved, so that's not going to save him. Now it's going to be on ball tracking, and that to me looks like it's missing nothing. Pitch is in line, impact in line, umpire's call in respect of... Cool, that was... That was close to being missing leg stump on the ball tracking, but umpire's call. Marsh has got to go. LBW bowled Richard for 1. Took 6 deliveries as well. I'm still going with this is over in 13 overs. Good over so far from Richard. Dot ball, 3 singles, then a wicket. Australia on 69 for 2. 1 ball left of the 9th over. It's going to be Maxwell, the new batsman, to be on strike when he comes in. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. I think it's a given that Australia get the 141 needed. It's just a case of how quick. I'm going with 13 overs. Let me know what you think. Come and say hello in the chat. It's been quiet tonight. Reverse sweep off the first ball. How's that confidence for you? Finds the man at backward point. It'll be a single, and Maxwell off straight away. 70 for 2 Australia. 9 overs gone. We'll retain strike now at the start of this 10th over, will Maxwell. Warner's still there from the opening. He's on 36 from 26 deliveries. Australia needs 71 from 66 balls. The atmosphere in the crowd there. It's Vivian Richards Stadium. Camera's just panning around to people having a good time. Nice to see. It's going to be Mustafiz to bowl his second over. His first one went for 13. And Maxwell on strike. He's currently 1 from the 1 ball he's faced. Right-handed batter. Left-handed bowler. Crash through the covers there by Maxwell. That's going to split the field, and that'll be 4. Thank you very much. 74 for 2 Australia. Maxwell's come with the intent of picking the pace up. That's for sure. His very first ball. Didn't wait for a sighter. Tried the reverse sweep. Got a single. Second ball he's faced. Crashed through the covers. For 4. 74 for 2 Australia. Mustafiz runs in. Around the wicket. This one's pushed back past the bowler. Dives but can't stop it. That'll be a single. Australia on 74 for 2. .66 runs needed. 64 balls left. Warner on strike. Puts this to backward point, straight at the fielder. That'll be a dot ball. Warner on 36. 27 deliveries faced. Mustafiz runs in. Warner ducks and sways away from the bouncer. That'll be 1 for the over. Good bouncer there though, not too high. No chance of it being a wide. Dealt with well by Warner though. swayed backwards, drops underneath it. No interest in playing the hook, rightly so. Two balls left in this 10th over. Mustafiza runs in, Warner waits. This time, bit of bounce here, but he pulls this over. Deep square leg. That's gone for 4. Sorry, it was over deep. He was aiming at deep square leg. He got it a little bit early. Went to deep cover and raced to the boundary. It was in the air, but nowhere near a fielder. 79 for 2 Australia now. 1 ball left of this 10th over. Warner waits. Mustafiza runs in. Just clips that slower ball onto the leg side. Quick single. 80 for 2. 10 overs gone. Just have a drinks break there. We'll do the same. Quick shout out to our stream sponsor, gelexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount on all online orders. If you haven't done so already, if you could please hit the subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell. And give us a like. The algorithm, which we know is in full swing with YouTube at the minute, likes that. Want to say hello in the chat? Use it. It's quiet. There's only me in there at the minute. Rishad bowls to Warner. Just pushes that to backward point. That'll be a dot ball. That was a quick break for a drinks break. Maybe because the rain had caused a little bit of a delay. They've pushed through that pretty smartly. David Warner, he's on 41 from 31 deliveries. Reverse sweep here. 1 bounce over the boundary for 4. No problem there for Warner. Almost premeditated. He was making the movement to play the shot before the ball had left the bowler's hand. With square leg didn't come into play there. Didn't time it perfectly, but got a bit of a, I won't say top edge, but it was edging that way. Rishad bowls into the pads of Warner this time. Just moves his leg out of the way, pushes it to long on. That'll just be a single, so it'll be Maxwell on strike now. He's currently on 6 from 3 deliveries. Australia 85 for 2. Someone in the crowd, it sounds like, with a megaphone, trying to whip up some atmosphere. Not that it needs it much. I think it's the DJ, actually. Going to be Maxwell on strike. Still 3 balls left of this 11th over. Rishad runs in. Clubbed over the leg side, low and hard. Gone for 6 though. It's gone for 6. I don't think it got more than about maybe 10 metres off the ground, but it went like an Exocet missile to the boundary. Well timed. .74 metres of pure power there. 91 for 2. Australia. Maxwell on strike. He moves on to 12. Full toss outside off stump. Lap bats it across to the long on. Diving stop. Saves a 4 there. Just be a 2. Good fielding there by Bangladesh. You feel like he missed out a little bit there, Maxwell, with a full toss. But yeah, good stop in the outfield there. Final ball of this 11th over, 93 for 2 Australia. Maxwell on strike, Rishad to bowl. Full toss outside off stump, finds the man at cover, and that'll be a dot ball. Not wearing a helmet, Maxwell, just his cap. Asking to bowl. Warner on strike. Bowls at Warner's legs. Clips this. Times it well. That's raced over the boundary for 6. Pretty much timed perfectly. Pretty much off the middle of the bat. Tells you one thing. Australia move on to 99 for 2. That was all about the timing, that. 75 metres. No fielder in play. Straight over the fielder's head. It's a 50 up as well for Warner. Tasking runs in again. Goes a bit shorter this time. This time Warner spins and pulls it onto the leg side, but it's straight at the fielder this time. However, one bounce, then into the fielder's hands. That was 100 up. The 2 wickets gone. The players are running off the field now because everybody's taking cover. It's a little bit more than a shower, that. Luckily, the ground staff are getting the covers on the wicket pretty smartish here. Frustrating, to say the least. 100 for 2 Australia. 2 balls gone in the 12th over. Wow, and that is some rain coming down. Currently, Australia are 28 runs ahead on the Duckworth-Lewis. Getting the covers on pretty smartish, but that is some rain that's just come down from nowhere. It's like someone's turned a hose pipe on. And stop play again. Well, why the fielders are off and the batsmen, the covers are on. I think it's time for me, Jimmy James, to go for a quick toilet break. I'll be back in a second. Chat will still be open. Oh, we're back. Decided to make a cheeky brew as well. Try and keep awake. You know what you've got to have if you have a brew. Can't beat a rich tea. Rain's still causing a little bit of chaos here in the Caribbean. Or the Caribbean, depending on how you want to say it. Going on in the chat. Everything's gone quiet. Yeah. Need 41 runs to win from 52 deliveries, but to be honest, the rain is pouring down. This could end up getting cold, this match, actually. The rain's coming down so heavy. Could be a Duckworth-Lewis result. And if that's the case, that'll still be a comprehensive victory for our friends down under, the Australians. Oh, very frustrating, this. Not missing anything. Just adverts. Rain has stopped play. Being lazy, you're not missing anything. It's just rain, stop, play. So quiet in the chat tonight. If you're in the chat, or if you're watching the stream, let us know you're there. Use the chat. It or lose it, as the saying goes. Sun is well and truly up. We've had the longest day in the UK now. Summer solstice. My alarm goes off in 35 minutes. I've got to get up for work. It looks like this is going to be called off and it'll be a Duckworth-Lewis result. Because the crowd has disappeared. No comment though, we've just gone straight for an advert. We'll do the same. Quick shout out for this stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James. Get a 5% discount off on all online orders. Off the screenshot I've just seen, it looks like the weather has beaten everybody. It looked like the crowd had left. But there was no comment. Like, that's it. Be an Australia win. It'll be an Australia win on Duckworth-Lewis. Australia won by 28 runs. Duckworth-Lewis method. Well, that was a bit disappointing, wasn't it? But a win is a win, as they say. But it's been a pretty rubbish stream, to be honest. Amazon didn't like something that we had up there from a GIF. I'm assuming it's a GIF. And then the weather's interrupted play. And as you can see, Australia win by 28 runs. Duckworth-Lewis adjusted. If you can give us a subscribe, please do so. If you can hit the like button, that would be fantastic. And ping that notification bell. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. Kind of. We'll be back soon, hopefully later on today, with England facing South Africa. So, please join us then. Have a great day, whatever you're doing, and we'll be back soon.